You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey! Oh, yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 892 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, March 4th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Pat, Wes, and I'm Will to talk with you today about we're going to talk about Ukraine and Russia again, for sure.
Again?
I know,
Come
right?
on.
Right?
Big news just broke.
That Vladimir just won't let up. What's the breaking stuff, Wes? So
That the largest nuclear power plant in Europe is on fire.
Yeah, I saw that. So, well, yes, we'll have the breaking as of recording. Okay, it's always as of recording with the
That's
Frog
right.
of War going on. So, also though, that won't be the cream of the crop though. So that's a teaser. We got a really funny cream
That's
of the crop
refreshing.
after that. Yeah. What we got in the TikTok International Moment today, Pat?
I'll tell you what. Once in a, I don't know, very blue moon, you come across a clip of humans being humans in a really extreme way that you don't often see, right? We got cameras all over the place now. The whole globe's on camera, but it's still pretty rare that you capture what I'm going to be talking about in the TikTok International Moment, which is just you're going to have to stay tuned for it, honestly, but I will say it's one of the most unique videos, clips, news stories I've ever seen in my life. That and a guy who tried to mess with his buddy's mom and didn't work out.
You
Sexually.
tried to fuck his buddy's mom? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I clarified.
Lots of possibility for sex in there.
Not for this guy.
Oh, okay.
He thought, though. But yeah, we'll get into it.
Brave of him to try, really. I mean, you
Humans
got to
being
give
humans.
an A for effort if you even try that.
You
move.
think it's like an admirable thing to try to fuck your friend's mom?
No, but I think it's a ballsy move.
It is a ballsy move. Yeah.
It's kind of a psycho move.
Yeah, you got to be crazy to do it for sure.
Yeah.
There's a difference between like being brave and being a sociopath.
It's true.
Wes, how are the voicemails and reviews today?
There's some good ones. There's some shitty ones. I'm not going to say which ones are which, but you'll be able
Oh
to tell.
wow! Uh-oh.
They're all pretty good.
Wes is putting some people on notice.
No, they're all pretty good, and just 2 reviews. So thank you. So I'm not going to read
we gotta
Macho
up
Man
that-
69.
Up that ante. So
Yeah.
speaking of
Well-
up in the ante, though, look, you want to get into patreon.com/hardfactor to listen to the latest Florida Man Friday extended this week. 3 of us did it. It was, I'd say, very, very strong. Strong
Top
to
notch.
quite strong. Yeah.
I agree.
Excel.
Florida Man stories. Thought it was really good. There was 3 iconic Florida Man
Big ones.
stories, I'd say. 3
I mean,
big ones.
also, whenever you can put a new Florida man in the Mugshot Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
that guy. Yeah.
people think that happens all the time. People are like, "Oh man, there must be like, you must be coming across legendary Florida mugshots all the." No, it
Mr.
doesn't-
Ferguson. Yeah.
doesn't happen that often.
You got to get in there to see Mr. Ferguson.
But we found one. Yeah. Oh my God, this one's so legendary.
Legendary. Looks like more like a thumb than any other human potentially ever.
He's the thummiest dude on the planet.
I think we're at like 45,000 followers on TikTok. Help us get
Beautiful.
to 50,000. Just wanted to
Yeah.
mention that on your way to the weekend. Maybe you want to scroll some TikTok. Hit the follow button. Hard Factor.
You
Hard
might
Factor
think that
News.
you don't, but because you might have been like me, like TikTok. I'm too old for that. It's really delightful. It's really enjoyable.
It's awesome.
Yeah. It's
too
good,
good.
especially our channel. Our feed is the best. So
Yeah.
Hard Factor News on TikTok can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. And then they're gonna FYP you. They'll hit you with some other stuff too in between that. But mostly, check out our videos, share them.
I'm gonna hit you with this picture of this thumb guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dumbass
you got to learn more about this guy on the full Florida Man. It's
Uh,
it's
great.
worth it.
Went back
Yeah.
and found the the two previous mugshots to this mugshot I'm showing here on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, and it's quite the progression.
It is. Pat, you should release a blog just in Patreon so people can see the evolution of Mr. Ferguson.
I very well may. I got to find out what the other charges were. I mean, I imagine what they're for.
He goes in once every 10 years, it seems.
Yeah.
Looking
clockwork.
more like a thumb every time.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Anything else, boys, before we hop in?
Let's get into it.
No,
All right,
still.
let's do the news.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee, big time. Holidays, history, and trending news. But first, a fun fact. Fellas, did you know that one of our listeners in the Hardo Hive named Joey G, he reached out to us this week to let us know about a nonprofit organization he helps with in the summer called the Warrior Scholar Program. And they helped him. He's a veteran, a U.S. military veteran, and other U.S. military veterans get degrees and careers after they're done with the military. A very important service for our veterans. And the website is www.warrior-scholar.org to donate or get involved. I thought that was a badass name.
Yeah.
Cool of Joey G that he got help by them, helps other vets as well. Pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
You don't want your lady around any warrior scholars. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It reminds me of like Poet Warriors, from Braveheart, but Warrior Scholar.
He doesn't know, Will.
Also awesome.
I know
What's
what
that?
you're talking about when you say warrior poet. He does. West doesn't know.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. You haven't seen Braveheart. Shit.
No,
Well, if you like the name Warrior Scholar, you do.
I love it.
See, you love Braveheart.
Not for your girl, though.
Gotta see it.
No.
No, not for you. You don't want your girl around William Wallace either, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's totally fine. I mean, he's one of the most trustworthy dudes that ever lived, and
Yeah,
he
right.
only has eyes for one woman. So unless that's your girl, I wouldn't worry about it.
That's
I wouldn't let William Wallace within 100 miles of my woman.
You might not have a choice, bro.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Warrior Scholar, warrior-scholar.org to donate or get involved. It's a good cause.
It's not a warrior dash. That's an actual. That's a line.
Well, that's not that's a line. That's hyphen. Sorry, warrior
There you go, hyphen,
hyphen
yeah.
scholar. My bad. Warrior hyphen. What's a dash?
A dash is a quick run.
Oh, warrior-scholar.org.
I just know they have warrior dashes. Like you gonna go do the warrior dash this weekend, bro?
Oh, right. No, it's not like
They
that.
electrocute you.
This is like the
Sick.
dash of life. Yeah.
Are they called warrior dad? I thought they were called like
They're called everything. You take the words and the synonyms and you put them together and they got one.
warrior dash.
I
I know you're
guarantee
talking
warrior
about.
dash is one.
It probably is.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be. It's like a muddy race or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crawl through
All right.
mud like you're important.
And then we have beers afterwards. I like how that became. Yeah.
It's awesome, bro.
We're gonna
They're
run
like,
marathons, bro. But we're
They're
having
like
beer
human jeeps. Those
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah,
like
it's
after you
human
go
Jeep
mudding,
races.
you walk around or you ride around with your Jeep. It's muddy. Yeah.
There you go. Warrior Dash, 5-kilometer mud run put on by Red Frog Events. They're actually pretty good company. Based in Chicago. Red Frog went out of business. Warrior Dash canceled.
Oh no, well that's serendipitous though because we're going to talk a lot more about Chicago coming up. So March 4th holidays, Brain Injury Awareness Day, and then a list so long of other meaningless holidays that I felt like I got a brain injury reading them. Not going to read them, so you can look them up if you want to. It's also National Tartar Sauce Day because it's the first Friday of Lent. So that's the holidays today.
You gonna get a fish fillet, Sammy? A McFish today?
I'm not. I'm not Catholic, so I'm not gonna.
I don't care.
But I don't do it in I don't do it in solidarity necessarily.
Do you do Lent? You get
No,
anything
I
up, Pat?
don't do Lent. I don't do Lent. But
You
I'm
don't do Lent?
okay. I'm sorry. All right, fat boys. You guys aren't Catholics. So that's why you're not going to get a McFish. Well, I'm going to go to fucking McDonald's today. What? No, the wind blows. That's an excuse for you guys to go to McDonald's. Same for me.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I'm
know
not
what you're talking
I'm
about.
not a huge
Yeah.
McFish guy.
Okay.
Well, neither. The last time I had a McFish was when I had that hack, and I remember why I just never get McFishes.
Yeah.
Are you getting a McFish?
No, I'm never in a fucking million years, bro. It's the nastiest shit ever, bro. I'm not getting fish at McDonald's.
All right, nobody's
You gonna
getting
eat
well.
fish?
Some people are getting McFish.
I love
Happy
fish.
National Tartar Sauce Day to those who observe it. All right, next up, March 4th in history. It is 1238, March 4th, and it was the Battle of Sit River, where Mongol forces of Batu Khan, they overcame the Russians under Yuri II. So really wish we had Batu Khan around right now to sort this whole thing out. Too bad he's not around. 1801, March 4th, Thomas Jefferson, the first U.S. president to be inaugurated in the city of Washington, D.C. 1861, Abraham Lincoln is inaugurated as the 16th president. You might notice March 4th used to be Inauguration Day. 1902, American Automobile Association was founded in Chicago, of all places. Look at that.
AAA, baby. That's where the Warrior Dash used to be based out of.
That's right. And many more stories we're about to talk about next. In 1933, FDR inaugurated as the 32nd U.S. president.
Well, we get its Inauguration Day on this day.
Right. Vowed to pull us out of the Depression, which, I mean, he stayed for like 5 terms, so must have done something right. 1936, the first airship of the Hindenburg on March 4th. That was probably a bad thing, right?
No.
It eventually crashed.
That's the first, man. No. That was a great day.
Never would have crashed if it never would have taken off.
Right. Had they just like canned the whole thing, then it wouldn't have had the brutal crash.
Some of us had relatives on that ship that survived because of their acrobatic training.
Oh, okay. Well, so one of the few. Well, then you have the story to tell. So bad day for everybody but the Cassidys.
Do you think I want to ask a question about the Warrior Dash again? Do you think like here's what I would do if I was gonna go? I would hide like a razor blade in my shoe. You know, I remember how they used to do like wrestlers, they'd hide razor blades and then they'd cut themselves. I would absolutely bleed myself during a Warrior Dash, like just secretly,
like Hulk Hogan style.
Yeah, and I would be muddy.
Superficial cuts.
Yeah, so I would cut myself so my shirt would be bloody, my face would be bloody.
Wes, you get more laid for sure.
No offense, but I think that you'd be sufficiently beat up just from attempting the dash. I don't know.
The guy who's bleeding the most at the bar, the guy who's like chugging beers but still bleeding from the forehead, he's getting fucked. He's getting laid.
Yeah.
The chicks that go to the fucking Warrior
Bloodiest
Dash.
guy wins. Yeah.
On the note of those guys, yesterday when we had Sarah, the woman running for the Railroad Commission on the show, and she explained that her whole nickname is from the least funny thing ever put on the douchiest joke on the internet is the hot crazy Matrix. Right, it's just the worst. The worst guys ever loved it.
It was so viral though.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like it's fine. It's fine. But still living that in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to go downhill from there, but then it went up.
No, yeah, it's better. Got better from there. Last thing on history, this day in history, March 4th, 2009, the Sudanese president Omar Hassan al-Bashir became the first sitting head of state to be indicted for war crimes for his actions in Darfur. So there you go. Maybe that could be. We'll see. With this war. Speaking of the war, trending news. Today we're going to start with the Ukraine update since there hasn't actually been a ton more action besides what Wes just said at the top of the show, comparatively speaking, since we last talked. Okay, so the fog of war is still obviously very thick, but all that's happened since we last discussed Russia and their attack on Ukraine is that they continued to intensify bombing on all of Ukraine, even around, as Wes said, nuclear power plants, which are now on fire, apparently, and also residential areas. I'm not going to play any videos. It's just fucking devastating. If you want to look them up, I mean, it's terrible. It's you can see it. The stuff's getting bombed out. The whole town, cities, the shells of what it used to be. So that's what Russia is doing to Ukraine.
What does he think he's going to do? I mean, he's just destroying the country at this point. Like, he's not going to go clean it up. He's just, I don't
it's just flexing.
Yeah.
Flexing his muscles. Maybe he gets part of it, all of it. Who knows? He says he wants it all, and he wants the demilitarization, denazification. He's sticking to the same thing. Says he's not going to stop. And Russian oligarchs continue to be the main targets of new sanctions from the West. There has still been no energy sanctions besides the initial suspension of the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. And, looking back, it seems like the West buying all of their gas from Russia and solar panels from Xinjiang for all these years now. Maybe, not the best idea in hindsight, right? Filling that whole Antifa League war chest over there. But, you live and you learn. But President Zelensky of Ukraine on Thursday said, enough with all that sanction noise. He said, We want a no-fly zone because our people are being killed from Belarus, from Russia. These missiles, these Iskander missiles and bomber planes are coming. I asked President Biden and Scholes and Macron, and I said, if you can't provide a no-fly zone right now, then tell us when. Seems like a fair question considering all the bombing, but NATO has ruled out air support in the interest of not engaging in a direct war with Russia. And Zelensky added, though, he said, quote, if you do not have the power to close the skies, then give me planes. So that's what's going on the combat front.
Does NATO have the power to close skies over?
They could declare
Ukraine?
no-fly zone, and then they would shoot at Russian planes that entered the skies above Ukraine. But that would precipitate probably World War III type escalations.
If I was Putin, I would consider that, an aggressive move for sure.
Right. So I think that nobody is really taking Zelensky's, his request for it. I think that he's requesting it on behalf of his people because that's what they need, is that air support. But hey, his olive branch of maybe just the planes, maybe get him some fucking planes really fast. I don't know how it works, but
there's been a number of reports. So the reason that Ukraine's able to hang in right now is because they've been pretty effective against the Russian Air Force through, I guess, the shoulder-mounted stuff, like the 2 or 3 man.
Right on the ground, they're doing pretty good, right?
And then they have another missile defense situation. But I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, it's so funny because it's like we're all sitting here pretending that hopefully Russia forgets they have nukes. But traditional ground warfare, right? Whoever owns the air owns the war, and
and that's what they're saying. Yeah, that's what Zelensky's saying. He's like, look, we can put up a good defense, but in the end, if we don't get some air support, this thing realistically we have no shot, right? I think.
I keep wondering. It's so hard to tell what's true about the Russian forces, like the reports on them, right? Because
they say 90% are now inside Ukraine.
Well, I guess more what I mean is like there's been like a bunch of reports of like the New York Times reported they got like the cell phone of a dead Russian soldier, right? A young kid, right after he died, and they were reading the text messages to the mom, and they were saying, this kid was like, "Mom, I'm in Ukraine. This is horrible. I don't want to be here." But there's both of those countries are great at playing propaganda games. Obviously, we know Russia is. I assume Ukraine is.
Yes.
And the number one thing that you'd be doing if you're Ukraine's information ministry is making it seem like the Russian soldiers are kids. They don't want to be there. They're inexperienced.
It's a full on information.
Making it feel like they're not alone, right? In feeling that.
Well, I mean, it's the propaganda space of like being like, even these soldiers don't want to be here. These
it's fog of war times a billion in this thing, Pat. Everybody's got their own points of views, but at the end of the day, Russia is actively attacking Ukraine. This is what's happening. And on the topic of sanction support from the USA, Zelensky said, I keep showing the same picture of him. This is his bunker where he's giving the speeches. He says, it's a pity it began after the beginning of this war, but we have it. And my appreciation to Biden and his team. We can speak now often. The whole world is late with Ukraine making decisions. So speaking, of other places in the line of fire, like he says, like, they didn't maybe he wishes they would have got out in front of it a little bit more. This whole new NATO versus the Antifa League thing, which is like, Russia and China, this new like kind of Cold War thing.
So they're trying to be, but they're the fascists.
No. But Putin literally created the Antifa League, and he invited like Pakistan, China, all these people to it. They have their first meeting in Moscow soon. But Moldova and Georgia, close to Ukraine, also applied for EU membership to try to stay away from the Antifa League. And Taiwan, they had an enormous power outage on Thursday that they claim is just due to their own negligence, but not caused by China. But it's they have to clarify because of what's going on over there with the Antifa League. Last thing on this war. Also on Thursday, Ukraine and Russia reached a tentative agreement to organize safe corridors for civilians to evacuate from the fighting and for humanitarian supplies to be delivered, and ceasefires would theoretically be observed in those safe corridors if they were created between Russia and Ukraine. But I mean, who knows if anybody's going to abide by that? So that's like a major who we'll see. Ukraine also asked to delay a World Cup qualifying game against Scotland, scheduled for later in March, because they have to defend the country against Russian forces. So that seems reasonable as well. Hopefully those are things that happen. So
yeah,
on that note, I know this isn't going to happen, but they need resources right now. And I don't know if you've been keeping up with the donations. Some people have been giving, there was a meme about the crypto community about that 5% of the people that are actually, they put their money where their mouth is in terms of the crypto community, which is a community oriented community.
Sure.
But if they did that soccer match and they rolled Ukrainian soccer jerseys out the right way, that's going to raise all the capital that you need to fight Russia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
dude, you
I
put
don't know
sport
about
in there. I'm
all
telling you,
the capital you need.
all the capital, bro. You tell
billions of dollars.
You globally televise that, and you get people.
I think the Jets would be awesome too.
So we had we had Andrew Parker be like, "You guys like Leeds," and I spent $500 on Leeds jerseys for all of us. Damn, bam, done. Come on,
we got to
have
have some Jets lying around, guys.
We can just slap a Ukrainian flag on them, and
I'm telling you, bro.
I feel like the Jets would help more than the soccer
jersey sales. Well, how do you get Jets, Will? You buy them.
Right. Hey, just give them over, Okay. Let's move along. And as obviously, hey, that's time locked. Okay. We're recording this when we record it Thursday night. And that was latest as of when we're talking about it. But obviously, fog of war, going to change constantly. Okay. Next mention, Kanye West made a new claymation music video with fellow rapper The Game called Easy, Eazy. I'm just going to play you guys a 1-minute clip from it of the parts that got the internet talking the most. Here it goes.
There it is, there it was, don't interrupt, just because. I watched 4 kids for
Is he holding Pete Davidson's claymation head in his hand?
A head. You guys see the text here. Everyone lived happily ever except Skeet. JK, he's fine. Was the way that
was Kanye's allegedly. JK, he's fine at the end. The card that was allegedly.
Yeah. So the clip, for those who weren't watching, just listening to Kanye's verses, which also, I thought he said a lot. But in the clip, the video, Kanye kidnaps Pete Davidson, buries him neck deep in the ground, and then plants roses into his head that eventually grow, and he harvests the flowers from Pete's head, and then it ends with the just kidding. So people are many articles. People are disgusted. They're very upset with Kanye. They view this as I guess a threatening type thing. What do you guys think?
I think that there's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of women out there who are looking at Kanye's behavior right now and being like, oh my God, this is just the best funded psycho dangerous ex-boyfriend ever. That's what's going on here. I mean,
yeah, you got The Game to rap on this song.
It's not even fucking funny, right? There's been so many women that have experienced domestic violence and torture from guys like Yeezus right now. And I'm a number one Yeezus guy. Yeezus is my top 3 artists of all time, but he's doing psycho manipulative boyfriend shit with children involved. And he hired a claymation guy. Imagine the claymation guy.
I mean, this had a big budget. Yeah.
The claymation guy's like, you want me to do what?
Yeah.
He did it though. Probably a good check.
You know it
pathetic.
It takes me 5 hours to do 1 second, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's extremely pathetic. Pete Davidson is owning Kanye right now. He's making claymation videos about him.
He's in his head for sure. And Pete doesn't seem to have to do anything to get in Kanye's head. He's just exists.
I mean, it's not hard. This is not hard. This is it's pathetic is what it is. He's a rap. He's supposed to be like a rapper. He's got The Game on there with
it's a diss track.
yeah, but it's so It's so pathetic. Man.
But
yeah, Pete Davidson hasn't really dissed him, so it's like I think he has to get. I guess Pete fucking his ex-girlfriend or his ex-wife is he considers it dissing him, but he, I don't know.
yeah, but it doesn't play as a
pure
diss
as
track.
she is.
It doesn't play it because a diss track is specifically the history of the diss track is related to like someone dissing you, not like it being 2020. You having you got 4 or 5 kids with a woman,
right?
Your marriage breaking up, and then someone coming in and choosing to enter that scenario, which is
more of an insult battle. It's
a complicated ass scenario Pete Davidson's walking into, and he's choosing to be there. You got kids involved. This isn't a diss track situation, bro.
Right.
That's crazy ex-boyfriend shit.
It is.
It's pathetic.
It is. But it was like the song actually is kind of good. I thought it was actually pretty good.
I've been watching Kanye's documentary that they're putting out episode by episode on Netflix, and I've actually really enjoyed it so far. I'm not a big Kanye guy at all, obviously.
He's a good artist, though.
But
He's
back in the day, he was way more humble. I actually liked him. I can't stand him now. But
he's probably still cool, like if you were to face with him. But like,
I don't know.
Well, look, Kanye's like Bowie in terms of the level of genius and strangeness that he brings. He's like Prince. He's like that level of artist. And artists are weird, but what's going on with Kanye is straight up mental illness.
He needs to get off the
schizophrenia
fixation
or
with
paranoia.
No,
bipolar.
He's just super jealous, dude. He just needs to get off the fixation of Pete Davidson.
He's just that powerful. I mean, it's just rare you have guys that are bipolar that are that powerful. You can't tell him
they're
nothing.
that jealous because they normally don't have to be jealous of people, but now he is.
Get on your meds, Kanye. We're all on our meds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my meds. Get on your fucking meds, bro.
There you go, Kanye. Get back on him.
Literally, there's a song called "You Can't Tell Me Nothing," which you got to respect him calling it out. That you can't tell him anything. He's going to do what he wants.
He's not going to take the meds because you can't tell him nothing. He's going to do what he wants to do.
Well, that's why Kim left. Kim was like, I can't be the person who just tells you to take your meds. That's my job.
Well, it has to be Kanye's choice. So Kanye, you can't tell him nothing, but he's going to make the right choice eventually. We're in your corner, Kanye. We
set a reminder on his phone.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Good suggestion.
Out.
Last honorable mention, because we're running a little long here. Got to get it going. Melinda Gates, she opened up about why she left Bill Gates in a recent interview on CBS with Gayle King, and that trended. And it's just because it's exactly as everybody suspected. She wasn't a fan of Bill cheating on her, and also was really not a fan of his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. So, pretty much everybody agrees. Pretty gross, Bill,
You think I feel like that's a dig. I feel like she didn't really give a fuck about the Epstein thing. I feel like that is something that she's saying now as a dig. Like
the fact that he very likely could have banged like underage chicks doesn't.
I'm saying I don't think that she gave a fuck about that while they were together.
He was Epstein's buddy, Pat. What do you mean? Don't put that out there.
She didn't know what he was doing.
Epstein.
She didn't know what he was doing back then. So this is just her making Bill look like a fucking pedophile by claiming that it bothered her now. I don't think she gave a shit about their relationship.
Your buddies with Epstein.
Oh my God! Of anyone on the show, you purport to be the most savvy about the interworkings and bullshit of politics, and billionaires knowing billionaires is bullshit politics, in my opinion. Doesn't mean you're a toucher.
It's his ex-wife, dude. And she's
jilted.
grossed out by his relationship with the most notorious underage pimp of all time. I think it's okay. It's fair.
Now she's jilted. Yeah.
That's why she left him. She did the interview because people are like, "Why did you leave him?" She's like, "He cheated on me, and he also was friends with Jeffrey Epstein." Gross.
She left him because they were married for fucking 50 years, and it was time to.
Their marriage was dead for 5 years, according to a lot of reports before they got divorced.
Yeah, because he was cheating on her left and right, and he was friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
A lot of people were friends with Epstein.
I just don't think she'd give a fuck until they got divorced, and now she's just making them look bad.
No, it is concerning that she's saying that.
I'm 100% on Melinda Gates' side. Fuck Bill Gates. All right, number one, or
the cream of the crop.
Taking it to the internet, back to the city of Chicago, the city of wind. We've been there a few times already in this cup of coffee. Going back for the cream of the crop.
Go to the Warrior Dash.
Gregory Pratt. No, something much more fun and entertaining, Pat. At Royal Pratt tweets, news. A lawsuit against the city by a former Park District attorney alleges that Mayor Lori Lightfoot berated staff in obscene terms over a Columbus statue, told them, quote, "My dick is bigger than yours and the Italians. I have the biggest dick in Chicago," unquote. And So yeah, amazing alleged tirade from Mayor Lightfoot of Chicago. That's her.
Is that true?
Big dick energy. No, this is alleged, West, but it has been filed in court. And I would like to read you from the court document.
I mean the dick thing. I mean the big dick thing.
You know the answer to the question.
Maybe, Wes. Maybe she's got a real big one. Let's see here. This is number 4. I don't know how lawsuits work, but this is number 40 through 42 of the lawsuit. So I'm going to read you exactly number 40 through 42. And it says, while the defendants may have had the police power to remove the Christopher Columbus statue from Columbus Plaza in Arrigo Park to maintain public order, neither she nor the city of Chicago had any ownership interest in the statue or its disposition as agreed between the plaintiff, his clients, and the JCCIA. Number 41, neither the defendant nor the city of Chicago were a party to the letter agreement and its subsequent oral modification, which would have allowed the JCCIA to keep the statue so long as they agreed to not display it within the city limits of the city of Chicago. And then finally, number 42, nonetheless, the Zoom call on the Zoom call, the defendants proceeded to berate and defame the plaintiff by saying the plaintiff and general counsel Timothy King, quote, "You dicks, what the fuck were you thinking? You made some kind of secret arrangement with the Italians? What are you doing? You were out there measuring your dicks with the Italians, seeing who's got the biggest dick. You are out there stroking your dicks over the Columbus statue. I'm trying to keep Chicago police officers from being shot, and you are trying to get my dick is bigger than yours and the Italians. I have the biggest dick in Chicago. Where did you go to law school? Did you even go to law school? Do you even have a law license? You have to submit any pleadings to John Hendricks for approval before filing. John told you not to do a fucking thing with that statue without my approval. Get that fucking statue back before noon tomorrow, or I'm going to have you fired." So
I'm so confused. Does she want the statue, or is she trying to blame the statue on violence?
So real quick, the Italians love Columbus, and the Italians, some say, are involved in organized crime. And there's a family in Chicago, the Chicago outfit. So a little context, Will. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't really care about any of that. I just know that she was mad about whatever they did with the statue, and then told them that she has bigger dicks than them.
No, but
that's
all.
Wes's
question. Answering Wes's question.
Yeah, it sounded.
It
sounded like
mad
she
they
wanted
did something
it
with the statue of Columbus.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, because the Italians are mad, but the Italians
They like got it. She was going to destroy it or something, and they wanted to move it. I don't know, some kind of. That's what number 40 and 41 were about. I'm not smart enough to really understand it. The Italians wanted to she wants something else done with the statue than the Italians do. And then she said, this is her reaction to say, my dick's bigger. So I get my way. So.
I firmly love this. I think what we have here is a big dicked mayor of a city laying down big dick energy and big dick law on someone in their, I don't know, their
I mean, Lori Lightfoot looks like she's got a big dick. I'm not gonna mince words. She looks like a person with a big penis. Like
I
believe
it pretty
it.
confidently.
Like,
I mean, but sometimes if you're a leader, you gotta lay down the big hammer. Sometimes
that's when you look like that. You look like Bill Cosby. Yeah, it's time to tell everybody you're working with the biggest set. So that's what she did. And that is today's cup of coffee in the big time, which was brought to you today by Bird Dogs, the perfect short or pant for any occasion in any man's life. I'm going to tell you something, fellas. I did the Bird Dogs today specifically because I literally have not taken off my joggers for a week.
You're gonna do
a
the leg
fucking
race?
week. Okay? Look at them. Look at them.
You look pretty good.
Yeah.
Fresh as a daisy. All right? Haven't taken them off for a week. And it's not Bird Dog's fault that I'm that gross, that I wear my Bird Dogs for a week. It's just a testament to how well they're built, how incredible these pants are. They can stay fresh, clean, all week, still stand up to anything. They're comfortable. The former Lululemon designer makes sure that they hug your pipes perfectly. So the ladies, they look at your legs like, wow, those legs are pretty nice. And literally, they're the perfect shorts or pants. The joggers, like I'm saying, I've been wearing them for the last week, perfect pants. But the silky smooth underwear liner comes standard in the shorts. And for as much as I like to go in the hot tub, the shorts or the bathing suits is the only thing I can wear outside of the joggers. Okay. If you're not wearing bird dogs, what the fuck are you even doing with your life? Every dude needs a pair of bird dogs. Did bird dogs do it again, or did bird dogs do it again? Go to birddogs.com. Enter promo code hard news, one word. Then they'll throw in a free bird dogs whistle ball. You remember those Nerf Vortex Howler footballs? Whistle when you throw them? It's like that, except they threw bird dogs logo on it. Genius. That's birddogs.com. Promo code hard news, and boom, a free bird dogs whistle ball with your pair of bird dogs. You will not take these things off. I promise you.
It's not lying.
As evidenced by.
Yeah, literally. I've been wearing them for a week. Still great.
No, I'm not mad at it, but I'm not your wife.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably upset, but
yeah, they get mad.
I
don't
that's,
understand.
That's my look. We'll deal with that in time. We'll deal with that in time. For me, the comfort of bird dogs outweighs that during the week, during the work week, when I'm putting in the hard yards.
I understand that. Yeah, hell yeah, I get that. They just whenever they see you wearing something 2 days in a row, they just don't get it. All right, let's go on a little trip, guys. We're not going far.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
All right, I teased it at the top of the show. An incident occurred in Cambridge, Ontario last week that I have to say, thank God for ring cams, because what takes place in the course of 4 minutes, was captured in about 4 minutes on 4 or so different ring cams, is what can only be described as a complete and total rampage. At about 4 p.m. on February 26th, for almost 4 minutes, a man who was, I guess, completely unchained, terrorizes a suburban neighborhood with his naked, overweight body in a bizarre and remarkable sequence that leaves us with so many questions and so few answers. And I'm going to play the clip, and I'm going to walk you through what's happening here. If you're listening at home and not watching on YouTube, you just listen to my narration. But regardless, guys, what I can tell you, we don't know what happened or who this man is or why this happened, but I think we can all agree that after we see this video, this is a once in a generation kind of ring video. This is the stuff that legends are made of. So without further ado, I'm going to play a clip. It's going to start with a car accident in a suburban street, and the audio is real bad again because it was it was ring camera audio, and the wind was blowing that day. It was a 25-degree day in Ontario last week. So I'm just going to keep it low and narrate what's going on. But here we go, guys.
Holy shit.
So there's a car speeding down the road, 2 cars speeding down the road, suburban road crash. And a man gets out.
He's hammered.
And he is totally nude for some reason. He was just naked in that car.
He has a blanket, though.
And he is
He
walking
brought a blanket
to the commercial district area. The ambulance is arriving. Some people brought him back. So they brought him back from the commercial district to the scene to get in the ambulance. And they're trying to corral him. He's going back for the car, the trashed car.
Whoa.
He's back in his vehicle.
Kind of looks like me naked.
This is Canada, right? Because those cops, I mean, that's not in America. That guy's face flat on the pavement.
So as he was getting away, the the fire trucks were arriving and the tow trucks were arriving. He ended up hitting one of them, and they ended up people are trying to get him out of the car. They're opening his door.
There he's running.
And now he's running back. Running back to the scene, totally nude, full speed.
It's his third attempt.
Sprinting.
How is nobody stopping him?
Look at him go.
He made it like a block.
Oh, he wants in the ambulance now.
Yeah, he's banging on the doors of the ambulance he wants in. All of a sudden, it's like he realized it was 25 degrees.
Yeah. He's out of his mind.
He just ran away.
He's coming back.
He's coming back. Wow,
they're trying to give him the blanket back.
Really kind to this guy.
Oh man!
Put the blanket on him.
This is amazing how nice
All right.
Canadians are.
Now, so the house that has the ring camera is now I don't think anyone's watching it live. I'm assuming that they downloaded this later, but he's now running at that home completely nude.
Yeah, just gonna try to get in wherever he can. It's not a cop
into the
car.
garage.
And the guy who owns the house is like, "What are you doing? Don't go in my garage." He goes in the garage, escorts him out. Now the guy goes straight into the man's front house. His wife's in there.
Unlocked.
Holy shit.
Canada.
One firefighter in, 2 firefighters in, 3 firefighters
Where
in.
are the cops?
They've got the nude man out.
They've had enough of them.
There we go. They finally put him in the snow. I mean, how is that? Like, what is that? More humane, I guess, technically, to give him like 18 chances to run around the street.
Damn. So he pushed that other car that was in front of him into almost the house. And then
they were traveling at speed. They were traveling real fast.
This to me is just like an illustration of like very inefficient police work. Like this could have been handled so quickly. Like right here, as soon as he gets out of the car.
This is so. I cut this down. I cut this down to be like a minute and a half. This was a total of 4 minutes elapsed.
Yeah, but like as soon as the cops get on the scene, somebody just fucking put him on cops.
Well, dude, the good Samaritans are out there trying to help.
Sprinting around, and like,
dude,
nobody's fucking corralling this guy, and he's just wreaking havoc naked on this neighborhood, and nobody's fucking does like anything to stop him until finally.
What are you talking about? Good Samaritans. So someone let him in his car. So he gets in the accident, gets out nude, and walks like to the corner where the traffic light is, where the commercial district is. Apparently, goes into a restaurant, assaults someone.
How is he not?
Comes out, and then some good Samaritans like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Get your naked body in my car. Thank God he had leather, and I'll drive you back to the scene of the accident where you crashed your car and put you in the ambulance." People are trying.
Yeah, the one woman's like, "Come here." She's got a blanket. She's like a bull. She's like, "Come here, get your blanket."
That's a civilian.
Did you see the juke that he does?
Not an officer.
Yeah.
He
does a spin
jukes right
move.
there.
Look at the spin move.
I like the spin move.
There's at least like there's like 5 EMS people in like yellow.
One guy
vests.
just put his hands up in the air like, "Oh, he's in his car
like
again."
18 neighbors. How is there no police officers on the scene?
They're just not there yet.
Yeah.
But but there's a full fire truck.
Mm-hmm.
Look how fast he goes.
They're there.
Look how fucking
they're
fast
just
he is,
not.
dude.
They're just not dealing with him. The cops are there. They just are literally yelling at him to stop, please.
The cops aren't there yet. It's just firefighters.
Right.
EMS and fire and the 18 neighbors are there. No cops.
Will, when was the last time you ran at full speed? First and foremost. Second, when was the last time you ran at full speed nude through a suburban neighborhood? Look at that. He's like a gazelle.
I thought he was gonna slip.
He's pretty nimble for how fat and drunk he is. But,
He's staying on his toes.
It's just, again, to me, this is just like, how has nobody dealt with this dude?
Watch the
one of
lady
the
look.
neighbors. One of the neighbors. This is your
Come
opportunity to free jack this dude up for like
Jesus.
tackle him in the snow.
What they're doing is they're allowing him to be naked and run around. Then they're giving him the blanket back to get warm again. Then they're allowing him to run naked again until he gets cold.
Right,
Then they're giving him the blanket back.
Somebody just punch the guy in the face and be done with it.
This is Canada, man. This is the best part. This is the best part. This dude, obviously there's commotion going out front. So the man who's, thank God, downloaded his Ring cam because he looks old. And you hear him be like, "Not in my house." But he figured out how to download the Ring footage and put it online. Thank God. But, he's trying to be nice. He's out front. He sees the naked guy. He gets a blanket, tries to put the blanket around him. And the naked guy beelines it for his front door where his wife is. So his wife's in there.
What do you
like, what's
think
going
was
on
gonna
out there,
happen?
Harold?
Hold on. No, sir. Let me clothe you in front of my house.
Wait, that's my house. Wait.
Yeah, exactly. No, don't run in there. Surely the drunk guy won't try to run inside my house.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
give me a
warm.
break, man.
I mean, it's all time. It's unbelievable, man.
That is awesome.
It's
And then
unbelievable.
the firefighters, the cops never even show up for this thing.
It doesn't matter, bro. Canada, as a community, can take care of the man, and they did. No one got
Thank God they didn't. We never would have had this video.
dude.
Good point. I mean, I'm glad that their police work is so shoddy because it created that fantastic.
I mean, but
video.
tell me you've seen a better Ring video. I haven't. I mean, that's
No,
just
that's probably the best.
It is. It's fantastic. That's the reason. That's a Ring advertisement right there.
So yeah, what you didn't see is he rammed 2 tow trucks, assaulted someone, as I said, in a restaurant. He so couldn't find the man's name. He's 40 years old. Why he was in his vehicle completely naked when he crashed? That's
Midlife crisis.
That's my big question.
Midlife crisis. This guy was day drinking. It was snowing outside. midlife crisis, 100%. 40 years old. He snapped. He was like, there was something happened at home, and he was like, and it just sent him over the edge. And he went and got hammered, and then he started running around a neighborhood completely nude.
Do you think maybe he was like cheating, and the guy came home, and
that's what it felt like? Because like he was running out of the house, getting in the car naked.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but why would he have crashed? Like, he was so obviously
Maybe
fucked up.
The guy was chasing him.
Yeah, maybe it was the guy. Maybe it was the guy whose wife he was banging at the beginning.
But look how bad he's driving, though.
I think it might have been. I think the guy whose wife he was banging was trying to catch up with him, and he got best of him and slammed and ran him off the road, and then he took off.
Jesus.
I think that's what's happening here.
What a champion.
Little adultery.
Anyway,
yeah, but he also took another car out with him, and that car stayed at the scene.
Yeah, that's the husband.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was doing, the back and to the left there, like the Kennedy assassination.
Wasn't it just one of the old people that like helped put a blanket on him?
No, we're saying
car crash.
It's okay. Well, we'll put it on Twitter. You'll see it.
No,
on
I
Twitter.
saw that. I mean, I saw what happened.
That it might have been the guy whose wife, the guy whose wife he was banging at the very beginning.
Then that person stayed around the scene.
No, that guy's dead. This guy's dead. Look. At the very beginning,
he's hurt.
Look at the black card. Dead. I'm gone. He's
Boom.
dead. All right.
Boom.
Bam.
No, he's not. He ran into that garage doorway.
Oh, there he is getting out.
in through the snow. He's fine.
He's angry.
No, he's not. He's just like confused. He's like, why is that guy naked and so drunk?
He's like, that's the guy that fucked my wife.
Yeah.
No, he stayed
That's
across
the
the street
one.
and watched him walk around the corner.
Oh, he's
Will,
in shock.
our plane is boarding. Our plane is boarding. We've got to get on the plane and go down to Australia. Okay. If you will. A 24-year-old Australian man was in court this week for an incident that occurred a year ago, almost a year ago today, March 18th. I guess this incident involved this Australian man's best friend's mom, an attempted seduction, and 3 counts of assault. So, yeah, what do you think happened? Nothing sexy or something sexy.
A sexually aggressive person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Didn't work out. Anyway, this guy is Jonathan Stephen Priskin. See him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. There you go. What do you think?
His hair
He's got lip injections.
He does. He's got Botox in the lips. He's got his hair is way too well kept. Like, he's got every hair is just so. This guy must spend hours in the mirror.
Probably
hours.
Probably. Anyway, it's alleged that Priskin, who lives in Fortitude Valley, Australia, he entered his buddy's mom's house through the laundry room while she was in the living room. And to give a little context on what happened, guys, earlier that day, his buddy's mom had received a letter that Stephen had sent, presumably through the mail, I guess, because, she's older and older people think that the mail is romantic. But the letter was asking his buddy's mom to meet up, But I guess she didn't reply, or maybe he was like in front of the house watching the house and the mail get delivered and saw her throw the letter away through the window or something, or maybe he saw her not immediately sit down with a pen and paper and start writing a response letter, because all reports indicate that she ignored the letter. So how he knew that, I don't know, but there's 3 options. Anyway, before he breached the home, he called his buddy's mom's name out, asking her to let him in, something like, "Hey, Mrs. Latimer, let me in. It's Jonathan. Also, did you happen to get the mail today?"
You like the letter?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the mom refused. She didn't want anything that Jonathan was selling. But Jonathan entered anyway, probably because, she's playing coy, he thought. But despite being asked,
though, Pat, whenever you write a letter that you think is just great and you don't get the response that you are almost certain you're going to get, that's heartbreaking.
Especially when you look like that and you put like 18 hours in your.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not supposed to, like, this guy did it all wrong. Like, when you do that, Wes, you're supposed to, wait 2 weeks to find out if the letter didn't hit or not,
Right.
Not follow the letter and watch it get delivered.
He was certain of it.
Could have sent a text,
Mm-hmm.
Something tells me that his overconfident facade is making up for some serious insecurities.
Yeah, something also tells me that he befriended this guy just to try to bang his mom, but that's me. Anyway, the mom was like, "Get off the property," and he was like, "Coy again," and he went after her. So allegedly, he managed to sit on top of the woman, where he first grabbed her arm, being like, "Come on, coy girl," and she's like, "Get out of here! I'm calling the police." It's like, "Oh, coy language. You little koi fish, aren't you? You're valuable." Anyway, he sat on top of her, grabbed her arm, her torso, then her breasts, before leaning forward and biting her left nipple, because, foreplay. It said in the court documents that the woman then punched Priskin in the stomach to escape, but he was like, "Ooh, I like it rough." And then he lunged at her again and bit her nipple again. So double biting of the nipple. Both nipples got bit.
Wow.
Cops showed up, thank God. So,
Well, do you have a picture of what she looks like? She nipple bite worthy?
I don't know. She's 56 years old, I can tell you that. No pics, though.
Damn.
No pics. Priskin, I guess this was like
This
a bond
guy's just
hearing.
a psycho rapist.
He's hot for teacher. He's hot for mommy.
He's got something going on, that's for sure. He's a
Man, he is a weird guy.
He's freaking me out.
Yeah, you see him rolling up to you with the bleached hair and the puffed up lips, and you're just like, get the fuck away from me, man.
What is
Like,
this guy doing?
this is the last person I would ever imagine striking up a conversation with.
He's definitely like the type of guy that like, "Hey, your mom's hot." I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Why are your lips so big?
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you know that your mom's hot?
What are you talking about?
You sure that you're into my? Are you sure you're into my mom? Yeah, she's hot. Moms are hot. Know nothing about this guy. All alleged. Anyway, so,
I've seen his pictures. That's enough.
You're accurate, yeah.
right. So this is a bond hearing, and I guess he was previously granted home detention bail after he was arrested at his mom's address, with the conditions that he not be within 100 meters of his buddy's mom, her home or her work, and he was banned from contacting her. Anyway, I guess things got complicated at his mom's house because he got booted. I'm not exactly sure where it landed. He got out on bond. But April, I set a reminder in their calendar, and I will update you guys when he goes for his final day in court to see what happens.
I mean, hopefully they lock him up, right? He bit the lady's nipple.
He would like that, because that would be just the coyest thing to do, is to sentence me to jail. Like, this would be the hardest to get that you could play. I'll see you in 3 to 10.
This
Yeah,
guy's the worst.
What's he doing biting nipples?
What do you mean? What's he doing? Okay. Anyway, that's that. That's TikTok International Moment, boys.
Might bite something else. Okay. Let's get into voicemails and reviews. A couple reviews. Start with those. And where did I fucking put them? There they are.
Wes.
There we go. From CILCK. That might be code for something. Might have got one past me. I'm not sure. Legit best podcast. Falling off every other pod. Absolutely love the pod. Longtime listener. Little bit lazy individual because I have never came over to 5-star review on Apple. So my apologies. I enjoy the Discord. Often forget to check it on it, but trivia is the best. Currently down on Border Patrol deployment, and trivia nights are always great to look forward to. I've gotten my truck mate on shift also into the pod now, so we watch every night and we go when we go on shift. That's
Nice.
awesome. Thank you for spreading the word. Love the dynamics of all four of you. There's really no favorite host, but love the diversity of ideas between. Mark's on my money hit though, my shit hit though, until he stops with the Rogers slander. He's just a hippie.
Okay, we got a
Shit
Green Bay
list.
fan. Yeah,
Shit list, yeah. He's just a hippie. Let him enjoy life. Marriage is for the poor. Again, love the pod. 24-hour presidential election stream is probably my favorite memory with you guys. The live tweets were too much fun. When you guys go on tour, South Dakota, better be on the stop list. Have a great effing day. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think that my co-host may or may not still be a partial landowner in South Dakota. And we've
I'm
always
not.
talked about,
I wish we still had that land in South Dakota.
we always talked about going. But we'll
Yes.
come hang out with you instead.
Yeah.
Yes, you used to have some land in Mitchell, but not, unfortunately, no. Great pheasant hunting land.
Yeah.
Some of the best,
That's
from
what
what Will's told me.
No, it's true. It is very.
It's a beautiful country out there. Let's go to we'll meet up at the Black Hills or something. Be nice.
Thank you for the review.
Yeah. Here's another one. Hempstead Mike says, Will is the GOAT. Hi, guys. Love the show. Me and my friend listen daily and talk about it for hours. Why is Will the only one who didn't want a war with Russia? The alpha male GOAT of the pod, ? Honestly, love it when he rants, and following him on IG has been one of my favorite follows. So awesome. Got a fan there in Hempstead,
Mike. I appreciate it. That's a joke. The other guys didn't want a war to break out. It's always been a joke.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, we got 13 voicemails to get through. Actually,
all
14.
of them, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna do all of them. We're gonna do the one.
Oh, thank you for the Instagram follow, though. I'll be putting more stuff out there. I'm putting more stuff on my personal channel, but I'll put more.
Beautiful. We're gonna do the one that you missed last week first, Pat. This is from Lombard.
Hey everyone, this is Hard Factor's exclusive eyes and ears over the road. That's right, this is Lombard Trucking. Calling in, this is my first voicemail. Long time listener, first time caller in here. Been meaning to do this for a while. I'm sorry it took this long, but you can count on it more regularly because I'm going to start offering some over the road updates.
Oh,
And some whatever shenanigans are going on out here across the highways and byways of America. But I wanted to come in here tonight as a shameless plug for the Patreon. Basically, joining the Patreon page is a net benefit for my life and my career when I'm out here. You can imagine being an over-the-road truck driver comes with its fair share of solitude, and between my stops from shippers and receivers across the country and at various truck stops and rest stops, whenever I'm pulled over, digitally hanging out with all of you guys in the Discord is, honestly, there's just nothing better. I absolutely love every single one of you. Being able to socialize with you guys makes it a little less lonely over the road. But other than digitally hanging out with you guys, the support from not only the Hardo Hive, the host, is something you won't find out there in the digital media world. I myself am trying to be a little bit of a content creator with a podcast and YouTube channel and making some Instagram reels, and seeing the Hardo Hive is so supportive on there in the Discord. But not only are they supportive, the hosts of this very show take the time out of their day to lend me their support. And I just don't think that there's really anybody else out there doing that. And I can't express my gratitude enough for that. That's why I'm a part of this whole thing and Hard Factor and the Hardo Hive. And that's why I'm going to send in the car. And once they finally make the next tier, I'm going to be sending in the truck. So I'll see you guys in Discord. We'll talk soon. If you're a listener and you're not in the Discord, get in there because I'm trying to hang out with you. But all right. See you next time.
wow. That's a nice one.
Pat skipped that one last week. I don't know.
Didn't mean to. I just, I'm terrible at these things.
And Lombard, he's got a little podcast of his own. He's talking on there. He does a trucker. So he started like putting up Instagram reels of like what you have to do at way stations and all kinds of stuff. You can kind of like you can learn all kind about trucking. If you follow Lombard Trucking, he knows all about it.
Lombard's
Great
the
guy.
shit.
Insightful. Terrible driver, but yeah.
He's got to be a good. Well,
No, I'm kidding.
he's got to be pretty good. At least
Kidding.
okay. Good enough to stay on the roads.
Yeah, dangerous driver, nice guy.
Salty the earth. My girlfriend and I went to breakfast with Lombard and his wife not too long ago, and it was
nice.
he's fantastic.
All right,
right, next one.
Austin, right?
Yeah, he's in Austin. Yeah,
Where'd you
Fair
guys
enough.
went to gyms?
of course we went to gyms. That's where we go.
The Austin Staple.
Such an ass diner.
What are you? Are you a Kirby guy? What are you?
Kirby Lane.
Kirby Lane? Yeah, hell yeah, I am, bro.
Kirby Lane.
I figured. Yeah. All right. 2.
What it do, you gorilla dick and gorilla clit motherfuckers? It's
Whoa,
Vermont
gross.
Maple Boy Danny Dan back in the business. Little break from the call-ins.
Okay.
Little update. Verizon still sucks. Had 2 people steal phones from me this past week.
Oh, no.
One of these guys had the audacity to threaten to kill me as I was calling the police to report the incident also. And then this dumb motherfucker showed back up today in the store. What's with people these days? Like, you steal a phone, you're not even going to be able to get it active, and then you threaten me, and then you show back up at the store the next day in the exact same clothes. You think I'm dumb enough that I'm not going to recognize that happening?
Yeah.
What a fuck.
Bet it wasn't bird dogs, though.
That's about it. You guys are killing it. Way to stay up to date on everything. Thanks for keeping me up to date on everything. I don't listen to any other news networks, so what you say is, good as God to me. I don't even fact check anything, so
it's a scary thought, but
fuck everybody else.
That's how we like it.
That's about it. I'm gonna go to Phoenix, Arizona for my brother's bachelor party, the 22nd of April. You guys got any good suggestions for Phoenix area? Let me know. If not, I'll hit you up in the DMs. Either way, have a great fucking weekend and a great fucking day. Keep the spirits up. Love you all. Thanks a lot.
There we go, Danny boy. Phoenix,
yeah, bro.
Y'all got some Phoenix? I've never really spent much time there.
I love that Danny's working at Verizon, which, dude, I got a lot of people are like, oh man, most dangerous job is like a police officer or tow truck driver, right? Or like Secret Service officer for Trump. But like the most dangerous job, period, is working at a phone store. It just is. People don't talk enough about how rough it is to work at a phone store. It rivals. I'm being facetious, but it does rival tow truck driving, I'm sure, in terms of the mood that people are in.
A lot of riffraff you're dealing with.
Yeah,
coming through there.
Phoenix,
hey, how much is this phone?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. No, you don't understand. I need my phone. Right.
Yeah.
It's how much?
When can I get it by?
Why can't I have a new one? $1,500.
Yeah, it's gotta be the worst.
I just paid you $1,500 last year for this phone, and it's broken.
Yeah, can't be great.
Yeah, and you have to fucking wear a tie and get paid not tie level wages. Phoenix. I've only gone to Phoenix one time. I went to ASU one time to go see Rage Against the Machine. We flew into Phoenix when Rage Against the Machine did the reunion tour the first time. Flew into I guess Phoenix, and then partied at ASU with my buddy's sister who went there at the time. Don't remember much. The pools were hot, and then I got no bachelor party suggestions though.
DM me. My girlfriend lived in Phoenix for 8 years. Was a bartender there, so she might have a few spots for you. So hit me up.
It's supposed to be a fun city.
Yeah. Next one.
Morning, boys. Amish Brock calling in with your Amish fact of the week.
Yes.
So I'm a little disappointed in myself. Last week I didn't give you a negative statement about the Amish, and that's just not something I can tolerate. So this week we're going to get right back on track, and we're talking about car accidents with Amish buggies. So in Lancaster County, car accidents, including buggies, make up about 1/10 of all accidents in this county. Now that's pretty messed up that they're out here causing me to be late for work, closing roads. It's just a hassle with them around. But another fact with that is 98% of the time there's an injury with those accidents. So let's get that petition rolling to get them the fuck off the road. All right, well, have a great fucking day, boys.
That sounds annoying.
Get them the fuck off the road.
I never thought about that. So the Amish, when they get seriously injured, they probably go to the hospital, right? But there's no way they have health insurance.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real naked Canadian guy running around a neighborhood situation with the Amish, it sounds like.
Someone employed him.
Amish Brock is having to deal with like constant, buggy traffic jams.
There's got to be a fund up there for the Amish people.
Yeah,
like a health, like a musician health fund, like we have down here.
Fund and make sure the Amish don't die. Hopefully,
right? Yeah,
they don't have health insurance
with insurance.
Yeah, they've got a fund up there for the Amish. I'm sure of it.
Yeah,
they're a big draw. The Amish.
Most Amish fund their healthcare through a system that merges church aid, benefit auctions, and negotiated discounts with local hospitals, promising quick pay cash payment in exchange for lower rates.
No, they're like, hey, can I interest you in this wooden crib I just carved?
Yeah,
and I'll trade it for you pulling my molar out. What do you think?
I mean, ultimately, that we pay for that. Ultimately,
well, no, the dentist, the regional dentists and doctors do. They have a lot of Amish goods in their houses. Probably.
Some tells me we're getting hosed by the Amish.
Yeah, the buck is getting passed, bro. I mean, literally, they're just
doctors take the Amish's goods and then also charge the government for it afterwards. Probably so.
Do they pay taxes?
Doctor to me.
If the Amish don't pay taxes, I'm gonna get very angry.
There's no way the Amish pay taxes, man.
They don't pay Social Security. They do pay taxes.
What? That's surprising.
Yeah.
They use our fucking roads.
There are roads, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just surprised they would even do that. I bet they don't file them.
Yeah, how do they file
them? Good luck
them?
Trying to go audit them. What are you going to do?
Well, probably it's dream to audit them. Probably like really good paper records all there in front of you.
No, man, they just kind of turn that into hay.
Right. Wes, to your point about the roads, they are putting a lower burden on the roads, right? It's a lower weighted vehicle.
Is it though? I mean, they got hooves and stuff.
Yeah, they shit everywhere.
Yeah,
the shit isn't deteriorating the roads, man.
I don't know. Enough shit.
Horse piss, I guarantee, is putting a few cracks in the asphalt.
You guarantee me that?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, man.
That horse piss.
Stuff's acidic.
Yeah, put a few cracks in the old asphalt.
Oh, wow. What happened? Oh, man, some fucking Amish must have been through here. I hit a speed bump. I mean, hit a pothole.
Remember the story we did about the dogs that were peeing on that light pole in China and then they made it fall down? What do you think a whole horse would do to a road?
Because they were peeing in the same spot every day, dude.
Well, the Amish probably have one route horses, they take. Yeah, they're on one route.
Yeah, but a horse's dick is like a claw in a claw machine. It's swinging.
And if it's like if it's like a dog, it's got the same spot where it always does it too. And
yeah, dude, the Amish, the horses don't get to choose shit with the Amish. They get beaten until they get from point A to point B. Until they land at point B, they're just getting beaten. So they're moving, man. They don't get to choose where to piss
the whole time. Then I said get them out. I'm with Brock. Get them off the roads.
They're draining society.
Get them off the roads.
I'm with you, Brock. I am at least. All right. Here we go.
California. So I got the fucking awesomest idea. This is how we're paying for Hive Island.
Oh.
Now, just give me a little bit. No, just let me live on Hive Island and we'll call it good for this idea. So what we do, we buy a boat. We get a commercial bait license in California. It's $250 for it. Plus, on top of that, we got to pay for our boating fee, and then
start with $250 for the license, not the cost of the boat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we start selling bait, and we call it the Master Baiter. Hard Factor's Master Baiter. So we're selling all the boats to all the fishermen and stuff, and that's how we make our millions. And then on top of that, I'll start selling crystals at these fucking farmers markets because that's a fucking money-making scheme. I've been seeing these fucking girls at the farmers markets, and they're like, oh, this one's good for anxiety. This one's good for this, and this one's good for that. And I can come up with some crazy-ass fucking ideas on what they're good for. You know, like this crystal right here, and instead of saying I charge it with my butthole in the sun, I can say I charge it with my aura in the sun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to get them, like, on that.
Perineum sunning?
So we just fucking sell these crystals to people. They're stupid and going to buy them. And then, really, they're just fucking rocks from the backyard. What do you think? And love you guys and have a great fucking day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Colin, that you came up with the idea of like pretty much every small town beach shop I've ever been to.
Yeah,
like you go to a small town and the bait shop has got like a lot of weird knickknacks,
Jerry Jizz bait or something,
and
like
also weird name, and also you can buy your bait there.
Yeah, Cum Eaters bait shop. Also, the
squiggling worm,
$250,
like whatever.
Yeah, bite it hard.
Your mother's cunt.
Can I interest you in these shells that are inside of a net? I mean, you just replace that with the crystals, and pretty much,
But yeah, Colin, I don't think. I mean, you started with the cost of the license at $250 and skipped over the cost of the boat, and then I don't know I don't know how good the commercial fishing industry is doing to support our island. But here's some of my crystals. This one, I keep it in the sunlight. It's important you keep your crystals in the sunlight. This one does help with anxiety, and this one is said to bring good luck.
Look at this. So
you believe that?
What I like to do What I like to do is I like to keep dark and light quartz on the desk.
God damn, I'm surrounded by crystal guys. I
Yin
had
and
no
yang.
idea.
Okay, they draw in and give out the good energies. So
I knew you were a crystal guy.
Dark and light. Yin,
Shout out crystals.
yang. Yeah. Well, see, but what I'm saying is Colin hasn't been to Chincoteague, Virginia, because every store is what he just described.
Right.
Where they
Colin
sell.
was on a boat this weekend and he got his gears turning. So.
Yeah. Man, that's a sea town, a sea store. You describe so many sea stores.
Yeah. All right. Well,
but I mean, like, I'm down to open a sea store one day. It's just with the capital. I agree, Pat. It's going to cost more than $250 to figure.
You start selling crystal meth, maybe that can get us there.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one.
Actor Drew from Roanoke, sponsored Wes. I want to say a year ago for the weight loss competition. Got a little scared when he started gaining a bunch of weight or losing a bunch of weight, but then Thanksgiving hit and saved me a couple of bucks with the pounds he gained from it.
Nice.
Long time listener, first time caller. Shit, I saw you guys when Kate was roasting the shit out of y'all.
Nice.
Just calling to tell y'all that end up getting my dream job. We're gonna end up flying helicopters for the Army, baby.
Whoa!
Leave Sunday at the end of the month, but just call and tell y'all that when I get out, basic and everything else, I hope Hard Factor's still going strong. I'll get to listen. Hey, appreciate everything you're doing. I was really glad y'all kept going after you lost your contract with Barstool, but with listening, y'all got me through the pandemic. Every day on the way to work, I'd listen to y'all, and also, everyone needs to stop giving Pat such a hard time. This is a little quiz that he puts in every single episode. Jokes he makes are hysterical. I've never laughed harder than when he said if he could go back in time, the one thing he would do is make a sex cult where he would give women orgasms because he was the first one that would ever be able to do it. Oh, man, he killed me. But, hey, y'all go strong, and I'll be listening again in a couple months. Have a great fucking day.
Hell yeah. Congrats, Drew.
Dude, helicopters? Fuck yeah, man.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. You know the best part, Drew? For the rest of your life, when you go into a bar, not always, but sometimes, there's going to be a guy in that bar who thought that getting his fixed wing pilot license was going to get him laid. And then he's going to smell you coming in, and he's going to just cower in the corner like a scared puppy, and you are just going to mop up because you are a helicopter pilot, my friend.
It's pretty good. Although, Drew, I'd like a little bit more confidence on, yes, we will still be here after you're done with basic training.
It's a couple months, Drew.
Yeah, stop. Come on.
Do you think Drew is trying to say something because maybe he's got inside in baseball with the Putin thing? Maybe he's saying,
look, I don't know what his doubts are about us being around when he gets out of basic training, but don't worry, Drew. We're going to be
nobody will be around.
We were going to quit, but then we're going to do it for Drew.
That's right.
Hang in there for Drew.
You stay safe up there, Drew.
Yeah,
stay safe for Drew.
Well, yeah, hopefully in training rate, he's
yeah.
Well, there could be accidents, I guess.
Get a parachute too. Like I know they're going to tell you not to, but like, what is that about? Like, get a parachute.
I think they got ejector seats on those things. Let's not talk about that though.
Congrats, Drew.
Yeah, very, very cool. Next one. Here we go.
Sorry to everybody I trigger.
It's Gavin.
Here's a little ditty that I'm gonna start off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Tell me something, Will.
Oh.
Are you happy with the minor incursion? Or do you need more? Are you rooting for an all-out war? And are you satisfied with World War III, or do you need more? That's all I got for you right now. Maybe I'll send something better one day. Have a great day.
Man, Gavin.
Wow.
All right, so here's a fun
nice rendition.
Here's a fun game to play. What was the sound in the background of Gavin's recording? The
It's too early. Is it too cold for crickets? I don't know where Gavin is.
It wasn't
Maybe
crickets. It was a machine of some. This is like the fugitive when they're trying to figure out where Richard Kimball is.
That's not a cricket.
No, play it again.
Oh, hang on. Let me pull it back up.
Just the beginning part here. It's not a cricket. It's like a squeaky wheel. Maybe it's definitely a machine.
Gavin, sorry to everybody I trigger, but here's a little ditty that I'm gonna start off the top of my head.
That's a cricket.
No, that's too consistent to be a cricket.
It's not.
That's right. It's something that is a machine.
How is that? We got Gavin. You have to call back in and tell us what that was.
It might be a laundry machine, like a squeaky laundry machine.
It could be laundry. Here at the end, it's like I think.
I'll send something better one day. Have a great day. Great fucking day. Great fucking weekend. It is Friday.
Squeaky ceiling fan?
Could be a squeaking ceiling fan.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is a
Wes.
squeaking ceiling fan.
Fuck
All right,
yeah,
Gavin,
Wes.
call in and make sure, confirm that Wes nailed it.
Fuck yeah, Wes.
Okay. Here we go. We got some good back-to-back ones here.
That's all.
Fix that fucking fan.
Boys, it's Joey from California again. Just wanted to call in to say, well, first off, I just want to let you guys know, me and Mark, we buried the hatchet. We're all good.
Oh, good.
It was a misunderstanding about Aaron Rodgers. You know, Mark's actually a big Green Bay Packers fan, and he didn't mean any of it. And, you know, I didn't mean any of what I said. You know, it was all just good fun. And now I think Mark is the biggest Green Bay Packers fan in the world, and Aaron Rodgers is his favorite player.
That's a big turnaround.
And Mark, I'm actually proud of you. During that whole Green Bay story today about the girl cutting up her boyfriend, you only made one Aaron Rodgers comment. I am so proud of you, man, and I love you. You can't let Aaron Rodgers come between us. I agree. Just wanted to say I love you guys, and have a great fucking day.
Tell you, I've learned that you don't mess with Aaron Rodgers to an Aaron Rodgers fan through this whole thing.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy. They will defend him to the death. This next voice smells a little
like, what do you like? I don't know. I mean, he's not, I guess I agree with the hippie guy. There's like, he's just a hippie. He's not really,
he's misunderstood.
He just happens to be able to throw that fucking spiral, like, you know, real good. So
he's getting into his own sauce a little bit these last couple of years, if you ask me. I think Aaron Rodgers is a little bit too aware of Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like when Tom Brady started tweeting, except
like,
Tom Brady was really good at it, and Aaron Rodgers is like less good at it.
Well, Tom Brady's a freak of nature. It's just more like, you know, like I'm not going to get out there and play football, right? You know, so don't try to go out there and give us your opinion, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you can, but you know, just play football.
People are just so interested in his opinion because he's so good at football.
No, but that's my point. But like, he started being, I don't know, man. He's just a little bit too.
People always want to
know. He's not cool
what
enough. He's just not cool enough to be doing what he's doing.
He's no Tom.
He's not good looking enough either.
What do you?
He's kind of handsome. He's pretty handsome.
I don't understand all the hate. But
well, here's a follow up kind of to that voicemail. Not directly connected, but.
It's Garrett from Georgia. It's been a minute. Driving down. I know you said not to call while we're driving, but I'm driving down to minor league spring training in Florida for work. Finishing up Friday's episode before I start today's episode Monday. And I was trying to come up with something good to call about, but I just had to stop right when Joey from California came on. And I just have to say, Joey from California and Aaron Rodgers can both suck a fat. I'm 100% with Mark. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. I'm a fucking Falcons fan, so it's not like I'm a Bears fan that just hates this guy because he's been shitting on my team for forever. He just is a shitty person. And like, just sucks. And yeah, he's a great football player, great quarterback, probably been like, this is a top 5 quarterback for the last 10 years. But God, he sucks. I mean, God, who can defend him? Jesus. I mean, I understand if you're a Packers fan, I guess, but still you gotta be like, yeah, you know, he's a fucking scumbag, but he throws balls good in the last 2 minutes of a game, so. Anyway, I just had to get that off my chest.
Okay.
I said I'll keep it short. I'm already at 2 minutes. So y'all are all great. Don't let any bad reviews or voicemails keep y'all down. Y'all fucking kick ass. And as always, have a great fucking day.
Again, I want more evidence. I'd like reasons. I hear everybody hates him and thinks he's a scumbag, but like
the vax thing was whack as shit. And the vax thing was really fucking whack. The fact
who gives a fuck? It's
the fact
over.
that he doesn't speak.
COVID's
But
done.
you just start stacking shit, bro. I'm not saying you start stacking shit.
Like what else? He's a great Jeopardy host.
His brother, he doesn't talk to him.
Yeah, but Jordan, who gives a fuck about whatever his brother?
You know, I could care less about Aaron Rodgers. I don't.
You know his.
Yeah, I mean, I
name?
just don't care. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't bother me at all either way. To me, it's exactly like the masks. Honestly, the Aaron Rodgers thing is like people still flipping out about masks either way. Like when it's all fucking over, who gives a fuck? Move on with your life.
Yeah, my favorite thing about Aaron Rodgers is the stuff that we talk about, like the
Yeah, it's
Joey
people
and the
freaking
Mark.
out about
Yeah,
him.
yeah, people.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for the call. That was perfect for this week. Next one.
Hey guys, Tony from PA here. I just have a quick question for you this week. So, do you have any foods that you absolutely despise? Like, whenever you think about it, you kind of gag. For me, that honestly is sushi. Never liked it. I've tried it multiple times. Just can't do it. But interested to see if you guys have anything like that you just honestly cannot eat, can't stomach it, makes you gag when you think about it, or somebody even orders it at your table. So yeah, have a great fucking day, guys.
Bugs. That would be grossed out if I ever had to eat bugs around somebody.
He's thinking about like a something normal that people eat on a regular basis.
Fried okra, slimy ass fucking okra.
Oh, you're an okra guy? Yeah.
Really?
So slimy, bro.
I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, I like okra.
Probably just like I find some vegan dishes to be off-putting, like when they're
vegan.
No, I don't have any problem with when they go out of their way to be meat. When they're
I kind of
trying
like that
to
when it's well done.
pretend to be meat, I can't stand it. It's just so like, to me, it's like the height of processed food, and it bothers me.
Did you ever eat at Arlo's in Austin? The food truck. There's a couple of them. There's one on the east side at like Violet Crown.
I don't mind a tofu.
It's like a vegan cheeseburger. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. No, all that shit creeps me out. All the fake meat stuff creeps me out.
You don't like TVPs? You don't like textured vegetable product?
All creeps me out. I'll eat like a real meat substitute, like a tofu or whatever, like something that's actually like a real food. But like these like fake the patties and all the vegan shit just it grosses me out a little bit. I don't know why. I've tried it all. I just think it grosses me out.
Oh man, potato balls too fucking gross me. It's like a German dish that my dad every day after Thanksgiving. Like dude, Thanksgiving mashed potatoes has 2 days in the fridge, right? Maybe 3. But like my dad rips those 3 days right out from underneath you, because the day after Thanksgiving he's like, we're making potato balls, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? He's like, it's our German heritage. And then you take a bite of one and it tastes like someone's smothering you. It's like yeah, like literally like you're being snuffed out. It's fucking gross, Dad.
Sounds good.
It's gross.
So you just don't like the flavor of those things. That's
Yeah. I don't like I don't really have like a dish, but I don't really care for black olives or sun-dried tomatoes. Not
really no sun-dried tomatoes. I find those to be pretty good.
Is it the texture?
It's just the flavor, I think, because I like things that have similar texture, but like raisins or something like that. But like I just don't like the flavor.
Black olives is tough in large quantities. I can handle them in small quantities, but
I think they ruin a pizza. All right, next one.
Great question, though.
Boys, this is Connor from New York. Currently watching the live updates on the invasion of Ukraine. And I am just thinking that it made me want to dive down the rabbit hole a little bit further. So I decided to watch the documentary The Inside Job on the 2008 financial crisis. And it just made me wonder, who would I want to be in a room with either Vladimir Putin or all the irresponsible financiers that caused the 2008 financial crisis, torture them, like just do unspeakable things to them. And I'm puzzled. I don't know what to do. I don't know which one to pick. Putin, he's causing a regional, almost global crisis, while the 2008 financiers caused millions of people to lose their jobs and homes and life savings. I'm just lost for words. So, love you guys. I'd just like to know your thoughts, and have a great fucking day.
That's tough. I get that white collar criminals are very infuriating. We got a shitload of them in America. I would still have to take Putin as the guy I would least rather be in a room with, personally.
This is like a pretty easy choice, and here's a good example. When someone's fucking your girlfriend, right? You fucking hate that guy that's fucking your girlfriend if you find out someone's fucking your girlfriend, right? But when you find out you're fucking a girl who has a boyfriend, you're less affected, right? Because it's someone else's problem. And that's Putin. And some guy fucking your girlfriend, that's the financial crisis. It's right here in your own backyard. And you've been in a room with some of those guys before, but it's the bros that ruined our economy.
So you hate them more than Putin?
100%, because Putin's over there. I hate him. I don't like him, right? I don't like banging some guy's girlfriend. I don't like it, but I didn't know, and now I know.
Yeah, right? But I mean, we're gonna have another crash eventually, like what we did.
Yeah, but those motherfuckers, they used and abused
create another problem.
Our country. They used and abused. They squeezed us out. And
yeah, but all rich people do that in cycles over the course of the history of America.
People do that. Period.
People do it well over the course of the history of the world, but also including America. I mean, Putin to me is just currently invading a country. He's starting the Antifa League against us. I think like right now, as much as like we're so polarized, and I think a lot of that's driven by the Russia-China thing and then having their hooks so deep inside of our country. But yeah, I think like you need to recognize the real enemy right now is probably not your fellow Americans and probably Russia and the Antifa League. Like they're literally starting a new Cold War where it's NATO versus the Antifa League.
Put it in terms I can understand, Will. So
yeah, okay, Russia, China, Pakistan,
someone that
India, or maybe not India, but I mean whoever ends up being like on this side of like we're cool with Putin invading whoever he wants, we're cool with him rebuilding the USSR, we're gonna fund that.
We're like Texas,
fuck you guys. Like so
to the United States.
Who am I dating in this scenario?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you got to understand who your real adversaries are. And I think that a lot of the stuff inside the United States, like wanting us to be mad at each other, is probably mostly drummed up by those people who are actually our real adversaries, but just want us to be mad at each other. Personally,
I think if you asked me not today, I would probably say the financial guys. But, since Putin is so fresh in my mind and I've been watching him bomb innocent civilians, then I'm going to go with Putin.
I think the reason we're in this mess is because of the financial guys and their combination of wanting to get rich by working with Putin and Xi for the most part. And that's the reason we're in they're all a bunch of dickheads, but those dickheads that are making decisions in America and want to get rich off of poor people's backs, they're always going to exist, and you just got to deal with them. I think that like
best of both worlds. Watch the China hustle, and it's like the bros, but it's China broing us, and you'll get real mad. It's perfect.
Yeah, we've gotten broed out pretty hard by these economies.
Okay, a couple more. Let's power through them. Might need to change the format of voicemails, but here we go.
Boys, Dallas Dave here to talk Leeds United. And boy, we've got a lot of unfortunate news to catch up on. First things first, we lost yet another game in a blowout. That's 4 in a row. Marcelo Bielsa, our coach, was axed on Monday, despite Nicolás Coster-Waldau, a.k.a. Jamie Lannister, tweeting out on Saturday, "In Bielsa we trust." They axed him like they axed his character's hand. So that's a sad day. Marcelo did a lot for us, but it's time to move on. We've got an American at the helm now, Jesse Marsh. He's coming from the German and Austrian Red Bull clubs. He went to Princeton. Ever heard of it? So smart guy. Played in the MLS for about 300 games, and then coached the national team actually for a year as an assistant in the 2010 World Cup in South Africa when the Americans made it to the round of 16. So he's got a little pedigree. Won quite a few games in Austria and was there for a half season in Germany. So I'm excited to see what he can do. It's a tough situation he's coming into, but all we can do is hope. And my goodness, do we need to hope, because we're in some real trouble.
Are we going to get
I'm just going to say circle May 22nd on the calendars right now. That's the final game of the season. For us, it's away at Brentford, and the loser of that might be going home. Going down to the championship, might be getting relegated. So hopefully not, but just keep that on the calendar. A funny thing to note is Phil Hay, who covers Leeds for The Athletic, tweeted a couple days ago, this morning, Thursday. Marsh confirms that Bamford is training and getting very close. Phillips and Cooper aren't available for the weekend, but are making good progress. I read that and I was like, I feel like your girlfriend or wife is telling you, that's okay, honey, just give me my little vibrator. You can go to sleep. It never gets any better. And we just need some good news here. So keep the faith. Stay strong. Let's get a point, for God's sakes, this weekend against Leicester. We got to win midweek against Norwich. So that's it, boys. Keep the faith. HAGFD and MOT. Pat, don't lose those shirts. We're staying up. We can do it. MOT, okay. Boys, have a great weekend.
We're staying up.
All right.
We're staying up, guys. So
I don't know. It doesn't sound too confident.
No, I mean, it sounds like we're going down. I'll be honest with you. From the update that you gave, it sounds
tone of a broken man.
Yeah.
A lot different than last week, wasn't it? All right. Couple more Florida facts for you guys.
Boys, Kevin Nash 14 down here in the Sunshine State to give you guys another fun Florida fact. The area code for Brevard County, not Brevard, but Brevard County, is 321. It was taken from suburban Chicago and given to Brevard County to signify the countdown sequence from Kennedy Space Center. And now another Florida man, which one's worse? A overbearing HOA president that's a retiree and has nothing better to do with his time than to give you fines for leaving your trash cans out too late, or an alligator that's big enough to eat your dog in the same neighborhood that the HOA will do nothing about? Let me know.
The HOA guy.
Sounds like a personal situation going on.
Yeah,
it is. But the HOA guy's worse.
Yeah,
almost guaranteed. The alligator, this is a force of nature.
You just keep your dog away from it.
Yeah.
You're a Florida man, Kevin. You're going to have to deal with alligators, I would imagine, as part of, it sucks that it's in your neighborhood, but again, you're going to have to come up with some tools in the old toolbox to deal with an alligator. I assume if you live in Florida. But the HOA guy, that's unanimously a horrible situation. He's going to be haunting you for years.
There's literally no positive of the HOA guy. Looking on the bright side of the alligator, you're in Florida. Eventually, you're going to have a body on your hands that you need to get rid of. Alligator, body, problem solved.
Chomp.
Yeah. Okay. This last one to close it out is from Colin again. I allowed him to break the 2 voicemail. He tweeted at me and asked me. This is a Ram Ranch rendition. Honest, I have not heard this yet, so I have no idea what this is going to be like.
So, Wes, before you play it, I just want to say that power plant, which we it was breaking as we started the show. It's called the Zaporizhzhia, Zaporizhzhya power plant.
Still on fire.
Yeah, apparently the Russians are shelling it. But yeah, so that's the big thing.
Yeah, the world is basically calling them to just let them go in and extinguish that fire, because it will be catastrophic if something really bad happens there. So we'll see what happens. Okay, last one.
Fuck is up, Hard Factor boys? This is Jacques the Clam Cousy, and I'm talking about the time I hung out with Wayne Christian at the Ram Ranch. Let's fucking send it. Let's gape open that butthole, Wayne. Yeah. 18 naked cowboys at Ram Ranch, staring at Wayne Christian's gaping butthole, wanting to get fucked, wanting to get sucked at Ram Ranch. Yeah, 18 naked cowboys piling up on Wayne Christian at Ram Ranch while he's sucking and he's sucking and he's fucking and he's fucking. Oh shit, Julie's in the corner at Ram Ranch with Wayne Christian. Yeah, Wayne Christian loves throbbing hard cowboy cops that are looking to get sucked and sucked and sucked. Yeah, at Ram Ranch, really rock.
As a custom Ram Ranch cover.
There you go. Oh, okay. That's it.
Wayne Christian deserves it.
I got the wheel up, Will.
Nice. Ready to spin for what the show's going to be like on Monday?
Let's do it. Also, a couple more announcements, but we'll do that after we spin the wheel. Okay, where the fuck is it? There we go. All right. Cup of coffee in the big time.
It's going to be a Marv.
Going to be a Marv. Okay. Tick-tock. Will.
Okay. TikTok it is.
Okay. Also, before we sign off, remember we do have the I Stand for Ukraine charity shirt. All profits we're going to go towards humanitarian efforts in Ukraine. A lot of people have bought them so far. We've raised almost $1,000, so please keep them coming. That's pretty cool. Thank you for that. Yeah, pretty cool. But most importantly, we love you. Have a great fucking weekend.